Oh, now you can hear me. We just had our first catch for a gain of 7, and we're off like a herd of turtles. Single back formation. Man in motion. Tight end from right to left. Takes a snap. Trying to set up a screen. And just has to throw it in the dirt. Looking for this Gibbs in the area. So that it'll fall incomplete. This... Boop. 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 All right. Detroit Lions hosting the Dallas Cowboys. What up, Will? What up, Billy? How are you? How is it going? All right, here we go. In the shotgun, Jared Goff on 3rd and 3. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Going to swing it out there to Gibbs. Gibbs got room to run. He's got plenty of room into the second level, spinning off a tackler. And Quentin Williams, has to be the one to scream down the field to make the tackle. And it's now 1st and 10 coming up for the Lions. 23-17, Will says the Lions will win. I like the prediction. Let me get the poll going. Who do you got? Do you have the Cowboys or do you have the Lions? All right, there you go. Single back formation now for Goff. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap, handoff. Nope, play action. Stepping up, throws underneath. It'll be caught by Gibbs again with a nice move into the second level. Trying to catch some blocks, still going, spinning off a tackler. And into the red zone, down near the 12, they're going to mark it. And it's 1st and 10 Lions. Beautifully done. The check down, and Gibbs making Goff look good here. What up, guys, in the chat? How are y'all? All right, here we go. So 1st and 10 from the 12. What will the Lions do here? Man in motion is Tesla from right to left. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his right. Checks it down underneath immediately. Turns up field. And gets tackled is Dwelly. No Sam Laporta in the lineup tonight. So Dwelly getting the start at tight end. Depth charts up here as well. All right. 2nd and 6 now. At the 8-yard line of Dallas. It's the opening drive. Lions looking to put points on the board here early. Man in motion is Amon-Ra into the fullback position. Man in motion now is the tight end from right to left. Takes a snap, handoff to Gibbs, and Gibbs will get dragged down for a loss of 2. It's Zekareke? I could always never say his name. The 2nd-round pick, I believe he was. Yeah, Donovan Izraku. Well done there. Getting the inside hand of that shoulder pads so that he's able to just hang on to bring him down for dear life. 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, has to spin off to the left side, and he gets sacked. And Dallas will have a big red zone stand here. And Jake Bates will have to come in to settle for the field goal. Good job there by the Cowboys. Attacking Penei Sewell, actually. Wow, a one-on-one where Penei Sewell, it's really actually Quentin Williams that makes the big difference there. He takes Decker into the backfield, not allowing Jared Goff to step up. So when Jared Goff steps backwards, the end-around defensive end is able to make the sack. Here comes the kick from the left hash, the snap, the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. And it's now the Lions on top 3-0 with 10:46 to go here in the first quarter. And Dak Prescott in the Cowboys offense will come onto the field for the first time today. Lions may be hurt, but they are still better team, coach, and player-wise. Fair. Yeah, it should be a dogfight today, I think. This should be a really, really good game. Yeah, the Lions are at home, which certainly helps, but it is a dome, and the passing attack for the Cowboys is absolutely lethal, with arguably the best wide receiver duo in football right now. CD Lamb, top 5 receiver. George Pickens, a lot of people are actually even ranking higher nowadays because of how well of a season he is having. So this is a incredible duo they have. Jake Ferguson is a very, very good tight end as well. Javonte Williams has had a resurgence. So this Cowboys offense is extremely dangerous, right? They even go to guys like Ryan Flournoy a bunch. Kevontae Turpin can get an end around and take it to the house. They're a very, very, very strong offensive unit. And the defense has been playing a lot better lately as well. No Jadeveon Clowney, but since the addition of Quinnen Williams, you just saw him make a big difference on that play, allowing the second-round rookie to get the sack. But yeah, the defense also been playing a lot better as of late. They were just getting walked through early when they traded away Micah Parsons, but much different football team since their slow start. They've gotten back over 500 now at 6-5-1. Detroit right now 7-5. So both of these teams really desperate for a win tonight. Makes a big difference for who's going to potentially make the playoffs here. Like if we go to the NFL and look at the standings playoffs, I don't know if I think both of these teams are not in there. Uh-oh. Refresh? They don't have the playoff standings anymore? Awkward. Okay. So the Eagles are obviously at their division. Who has 7 wins in the... So Green Bay is at 8. Carolina, Detroit, Seahawks, and San Francisco both at 9 wins. So yeah, right now the Lions are not even in the playoffs. So the Cowboys only 2 games behind the Eagles. I do believe they played them twice already. Yep, they beat them and then lost earlier in the year. So Cowboys are at the mercy of somebody else beating the Eagles. But the Eagles have certainly fallen apart as of late. But the Cowboys want the win to try to keep pace with the division. What up, Antoinette? Here comes the kick from Bates. Bates can hit to Turpin at the 5-yard line. Turpin runs straight ahead, now cuts it to the left side, turns upfield, has it past the 30, and gets tackled at the 32-yard line by number 33 for the Lions, coming up and making a play. And that is the running back, Sione Vaki. All right, here comes Dak Prescott. What's up? Yeah, that's fine. Good deal. All right, Dak Prescott breaks the huddle and goes under center. There's Aiden Hutchinson on the left side of the defense, right side of the offensive line. Offset I formation, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Williams, and Williams will get tripped up after a gain of 4 to the 36-yard line is where the Cowboys' next play will be at 2nd and 6. What up, Trekawede? How are you? Oh, I didn't get the chat underneath my face yet. Yeah. Up, takes his quick snap, play action, roll to his right side, finds his man George Pickens, and Pickens will get the first down. Nice play there. Uh-oh. Ooh, a hurt Lions player? He was doing some weird emote or something. That was... What is going on here? Shaken up on the play is Harper. That was a very strange... Not sure what is wrong with him, but Thomas Harper, his 2nd season, getting looked at. Oh, he took a shot to the head and neck area. Is that what it was? He kind of dove at Pickens' lower half, and Pickens' butt essentially got him. Maybe a little bit of a concussion. I mean, with the moves he was making, I thought it was a lower leg injury. But after the replay, it looks like it was concussion related. Oh, he's still a little shaken up. Oh, yeah, he's going to the blue tent for sure. Hopefully, Thomas Harper will be okay. But I don't know if he knows where he's at. Honestly, I think he's confused. That's very unfortunate. What up, Andrew? Just got into work. Now catching up in here. How you doing? Not too shabby. Hope everyone else is doing well in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. So yeah, he is still shaken up. Neck, head injury. He is walking off with some help. They don't want to let him fall, but it looks like he's going to be okay. He needs to get checked out for a concussion. So Avonte Maddox in his 8th season will come in to the game tonight to replace him. All right, here comes the Cowboys. Single back formation, 1st and 10, takes the snap, play action, roll to his right, looking, setting up, gets it to Williams. Williams can not escape Barnes' tackle, so Williams will get credit for the catch, but lose about 5 yards on the play, and it's now 2nd down and 15 coming up for the Cowboys. Their own 42. Good job, Barnes, reading that the whole way, and also somebody came with pressure as well, forcing Dak Prescott to get it to his check down immediately. So very good defensive play there for the Lions. 2 receivers each way, and the shotgun takes a snap. Prescott looking, throws over the middle of the field, has his man is the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Ferguson jawing a bit to the safety who dove at his legs. Obviously, it is beneficial for defensive players to dive at people's legs now with all the new rules. Takes the snap. Dak Prescott looking, stepping up, going deep, and nearly intercepted, not giving Flournoy an opportunity. Really, number 23 for the Lions, Rock Ya-Sin, had the best opportunity at that football, but he couldn't quite locate it over the shoulder. So it is going to be 2nd down and 10 now for the Cowboys. What up now? Scared, Tim. I got caught doing something. I'm cooked. Uh-oh, that's scary. Good luck. 3 receivers to the right side. Dak Prescott scanning, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Williams. Williams trying to make the first guy miss and nowhere to go. He might get a yard on the play. This Lions run defense has been very strong this year. And they show up on that one. Now a 3rd and 9. The Lions hold here. Of course, they're in range for Aubrey. Aubrey is in range as soon as you walk onto the field, so that's shocking to no one. 3rd down and 9. Gonna shift into the 3 receivers to the right set. Blitz might be coming from the Lions. Dak Prescott takes a snap. They do rush 5. Good protection, steps up, throws it over the right side, and fighting for it, but couldn't get there is Pickens. Good coverage on the back end to knock it down. 4th and 9 now coming for the Cowboys. It's a 57-yard field goal where they currently sit, and they have the leg to do so. It's really almost like bringing it out for it. Ooh, could have been intercepted. Number 29. Was that Maddox that came in? Yeah, Avonte Maddox could have come in after the injury and immediately got a interception. Here's Aubrey from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. No doubter. Hugs the right side, and it's 3-3 now with 8:07 to go in the first quarter. We're all Detroit fans today. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I did not want to see, though, is Aubrey 57-yard kick, because I'm going against Aubrey in fantasy, where I really want to win this week, because then I earn the bye. But such is life. I also sat Amon-Ra St. Brown, because he wasn't supposed to play, and then they said he was going to play, and it's like weird. And I played Isaac Tesla in his place instead. So let's see if that destroys me, because it looks like Amon-Ra is going to be playing a lot tonight. They're already putting him in a fullback position and everything. So pretty frustrating as a fantasy owner that he's hurt. Oh, yeah, he's probably going to miss 1 or 2 games. Then they're like, oh, well, now he's active and he's going to be playing. It's like, is he actually? Is he going to be on a snap count? Like, you don't know anything about it, but it is what it is. What'd you do there, man? Why are you cooked? All right. So 3-3 with 8:07 to go. Lions will get the ball for the second time tonight. I do have also Jared Goff playing. Where's my... I don't have fantasy on here anymore. Switched it up. Switched it up on me. I used to have the fantasy right here on the ESPN page, but not anymore. 58 of you in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate you all hanging out. Got a good game of brewing so far. Both offenses moved the ball a bit, but then had to settle for a field goal. So we'll see who breaks first. Both really good offenses, both pretty strong defenses as well now with the rejuvenated Cowboys defense after adding Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson. Been playing a lot better since then. Good sports with Kevin Hart and Keenan. That's a fun combo. Kevin Hart and Keenan Thompson. Nah, Jerry Noble. Here we go. It's going to be caught at the 8-yard line. Here comes the return. And he's going to catch the left side. Has room is Kennedy. And Kennedy will get a nice return to get the second drive started. I didn't quite see. Did he pass midfield? Big return. So that is where the Lions will start this next drive. Yeah, it's to the Detroit 47. So he didn't quite pass midfield. But nice return nonetheless. Aubrey's a tank. Yeah, Aubrey's a freaking monster. He's a monster. I wish I drafted him to be such as. Three receivers bunch to the left side. Single back formation. Man in motion here is Williams. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Montgomery. And Montgomery will dive ahead for a gain of 2. Williams, not Quinnen Williams. Other Williams. Which is Sam Williams. Former second-round pick for them. Makes the tackle. Now 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line. Single back formation again is Montgomery. 3 receivers bunched to the left side. Jared Goff scans the field. Now tight end in motion. Left to right. Takes the snap. Play action. Steps up. Has to get rid of it. Pressure was collapsing. And they're going to scoop it up as if it was a fumble. It looked quite clearly like a forward pass to me. Just throwing it into the dirt. But for now, they will call it Cowboys football. Let's see what the call is. 7:19 to go here in the first quarter. Yeah, I mean, pretty obvious. Incomplete pass. Such is life. All right. 3rd and 8 with 7:23 to go in the first. Goff in the shotgun puts Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. Over to the left side, 2 receivers each way. Williams one-on-one to the right. 3rd down and 8, takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to attack the right side, and Amon-Ra falls and nearly picked off there by DaRon Bland, and it's now 4th and 8, and the Lions will be forced to punt. Cowboys defense coming to play tonight. See here, was it good defense, or did he just slip? Good jam. Then Amon-Ra tried to push off, and he couldn't maintain balance as he pushed off. So really good coverage there by DaRon Bland. Here comes Jack Fox to punt it away. Turpin back to receive. The snap. There's the kick. Can he hit him back deep? Fair catch is going to be called. Oh. It looked like he called fair catch. And then he tried to run with it anyway, and that's going to be a flag. It seemed like the flag was actually already thrown before that. But, yeah, you can't fake a fair catch call. Uh-oh. Little Timmys are upset right now. Oh, you can hear both of them? That's okay. But, yes, he is very upset in the bathtub right now. Can you hear both of them? You can't hear Billy. But yeah, James, I don't know what's going on in there. There's a wrestling match or something. Justin Jefferson misses Kirk Cousins. His numbers are down. Yeah. Let's see. Gotcha. So half a distance to the goal, pretty much either way. So we had a holding on the outside defenseman trying to hold the gunner. And then we had the fake fair catch call. That one's actually going to be declined. So it's now 1st and 10 Cowboys at their own 4-yard line. So Dak Prescott will go under center. Javonte Williams, the single back here with 7:07 to go in the first quarter. Dak Prescott changing the play at the line. 2 tight ends set, one on each side. Another tight end motions from right to left. Takes a snap. Handoff straight ahead is Williams. Williams is going to get hit for just a 2-yard gain at the 6-yard line now. You had Campbell in on the tackle. What up, Larry? HCTR. That's right. 61% of you so far picking the Lions. All right. Into the shotgun goes Prescott. 2 receivers each way. Javonte Williams on his right. Looks like man-to-man defense coming from the Lions. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Going to get rid of it quickly to the left side is Pickens, and Pickens slips the tackle but then gets tripped up. So it will be a positive game. Sets up about 3rd down and 4 now. They're going to call it 3rd and 5 at the 10-yard line. The Cowboys keep this drive alive, trying to flip the field at the very least, starting at their own 4-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's all tied up at 3-3. Cowboys looking to get their first lead of the day. Dak barking orders here. Has to get reset. 7 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. Full-on blitz. Here they come. And down goes Dak. He's so close to the end zone. I think he's a half yard out. But Dak taking the... No, they're going to call it a safety. I don't think so, though. I think he's going to get contacted right at the half-yard line. But that was so close. And they're going to have to punt from their own territory. For now, they're calling it a safety. Let's take a look. Oh, I think that's a safety now that we look at it slow motion. The football is touching the line. Yeah, the football is touching the line. That's a safety. Wow, big time full-on blitz works. Dak Prescott couldn't face it and get rid of it quickly. And Aiden Hutchinson and Jack Campbell, I think Jack Campbell was the first guy there, comes away with the sack, and it's going to be a safety. If I understand the rules correctly, if the football is touching the line when he gets contacted with the defensive player right here, that football is on the line. Right there. It's so close. What's the ref saying? Yep, McCauley is agreeing with me. It looks like it will be a safety with the football touching the goal line. So the Lions will get the ball back after a safety and take the lead 5-3. Tim, what would be worse? Cowboys or Eagles winning the Super Bowl? Cowboys by a country mile. Country mile. I at least respect what the Eagles are doing over there. The Cowboys are a joke. All right. Oh my gosh! They say the entire football was out of the end zone. Wow! So the points are removed. They're saying the entire football was out? I guess. Wow, that is a very fortunate overturn That is insane they overturned that. So where are they going to put the football? I mean, what? Like, what's the football basically touching the goal line? All right. Here, yeah, they're putting it, literally, it's basically touching the goal line here. All right. Here comes Ainger to punt it away. The snap, the kick is up. And it will be Kennedy catching the football. And here goes to the right side, crosses midfield, spins off the first tackler, and will get brought down at the Cowboys 42-yard line. So very fortunate call there for the Cowboys to not lose points on that one. Or not give up points, I should say. That is a very interesting call that they were able to do that. I mean, wow. Maybe the sensors in the football were able to tell that somehow. Because I don't know how you overturn that based on the call on the field was a safety. But nonetheless, it's still 3-3. Lions will have phenomenal field position. Let's see what they can do with it. I mean, me and McCauley were both agreeing that looked like a safety. I mean, and yet the refs somehow decided that they can overturn it. I don't understand how they can make these determinations. I really don't understand it. We see it way too often that the replay it's crazy without a really good explanation. We see it so often, right? Like somehow they're able to look at that and get that corrected, but then like the Terry McLaurin when he dove into the end zone, his knee is clearly off the ground. They overturn that. I mean, it's wild. This all play looked like a safety to me. I mean, yeah, it's as close as humanly possible, I guess, and not called a safety. Because all the football needs to do is be touching the goal line, and it's a safety. Refs by 80. But here we are. I'm really leaning towards, like, replay needs to be gone. You know, like, I can live with a ref on the field in the heat of a moment making a bad call. I can live with that. I can live with it. But the eye in the sky making a dog craps call when they have the slow motion replay, it gets me to a new level of anger. Right? It's unbelievable. How can you watch the replay, have two eyeballs, and get it wrong? You know, I don't know. It's wild, man. It's wild. Jerry Jones must be holding the refs' families hostage. Yeah. However, both teams' fan bases are horrible. Let's root for the Lions. All right, here's a good angle at it. Okay, they showed a better angle, and wow, it's as close as you can possibly get. And the better angle does show that it's like an inch out, maybe. Like, that was crazy close. All right, takes the snap. Goff looking to throw. Quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught by Gibbs. Gibbs can't slip the tackle, and he's going to take a shot because of it. Oof. Dangerous. You had Stewart, I believe, making the tackle initially, and then Hooker comes and lays the wood on essentially a defenseless player almost. But hey, there you go. All right, 2nd and 6. After the gain of 4, it'll put him at the 38-yard line. 2 receivers each way. Jared Goff scanning the field. Takes the snap. Quick throw to the left side. He has his tight end. Turns up field and gets the first down. And it's number 86, tight end for the Lions. Let's see which tight end this is. It wasn't Dwelly this time. Number 86 is Anthony Fursker. Comes away with the catch. 1st and 10 with 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Solomon guy is very good on the Brewers. He's over 400 yards. We got the wrong guy. 2 receivers each way. Skipper out as a receiver, and he's going to make... Oh, he drops it. They actually threw it to Skipper on a screen pass. That's pretty absurd. They're getting way too cute. They literally tried to do a lineman screen. Look at Dan Campbell. He's got a little smirk out there. Got it. Okay. So he was calling Skipper to go in motion because they were going to motion him in as a running back. But since nobody went out there with him to cover him, Goff wanted to just throw it to him immediately, but he started motioning it anyway because they're not used to then potentially calling a check. From left to right here is the tight end. Well, he takes a snap, play action. Rolling, going to swing it out there to Gibbs on a screen, and he will get a gain of 3 or so. There was a 5-yard penalty on the last play. 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Lions. What up, Susan? How are you? Shout out to almost 100 of you hanging out in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. All right, Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield with Jared Goff on his right side. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught by Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra finding room. Stiff-arming a man inside the 10 and tackled down to the 7. Amon-Ra St. Brown looking very healthy, apparently with the injury. It was very big question marks if he would even play tonight. But, I mean, that was a nice cut. Making some moves. Taking hits. Stiff-arming a guy. Looking very healthy. All right, here we go. 2 receivers each way. Single back formation. Everybody bunched up. Man in motion is Williams. They're going to hand it to him on a jet sweep. And Williams will get close to the end zone. Did he step out of bounds? I think he stepped out of bounds. He dove for it, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now 2nd and goal from the 1. Let's take a look. Did he step? It looked to me like he stepped out of bounds here. A nice jet sweep. Oh, number 95 was lost. Is that Clark? Yeah, he definitely stepped out of bounds at the 1. Yep, there it is. Good eyes there by the ref. The entire Commanders fan. My second favorite team is anybody playing Dallas. There you go. 2nd and goal. Single back formation now is Gibbs. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle is Gibbs. And Gibbs will punch it in. And the Lions get on the touchdown board and goes up 9-3, pending an extra point with 2:14 to play here in the first quarter. The Lions do not take the lead with the safety, but instead with a touchdown. And we'll see if Jake Bates can knock it through, but nice pulling guard here. Great job on Sam Williams. And then the safety Wilson could not get there in time to slow down Gibbs from getting in the end zone. Beautifully done there by the right guard. Right guard, 2nd round pick Tate Ratledge. Doing a great job on Williams to get enough to give Gibbs the lane. From the left hash, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is now 10-3. Lions on top with 2:14 to go in the first quarter, and Dak Prescott and the offense will come back onto the field for the 3rd time tonight. What up, Lil C? Tim, how you feeling about Jaden coming back? I'm feeling great. I want him back, man. I want him back on the field. Want him back on the field. See that 100 people have joined the chat. Appreciate all of you. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It's free, and it helps. What? Yeah, it helps, man. It helps. He looks full. You're about to feed him. Yeah, fat good. All right, here we go. We're back. Little dinosaur. Here, let me see him first. Hi, Billy. Hi. Mwah. Got a little dinosaur butt. Little dinosaur. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Little dinosaur butt. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, little dinosaur feet, too. Look at your mom because you want your bottle. Ah. All right. Bates kicks it away. Turpin gets it at about the 7. Here comes the return down the left hash, and he will just fight for the 30-yard line. That is where the Cowboys will start this next drive. Tim, are you rooting for the Skins to win? Not the rest of the divisional games to make the playoffs, or tank make a better draft order? I'm fighting to compete whenever I watch, and but it's kind of like a lose or a win-win for me in a way. Like if they lose, we move up the draft board. If they win, they win, and that's what I want to see. Single back formation, 2 receivers each way, man in motion here from right to left. 3 receivers bunch to the left now, takes a snap, handoff to Williams on the left side. Williams will run straight ahead, gets a lane, and he will get a gain of about 6, maybe 7, depending on the spot. All right. Offset I formation to the right side. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Straight ahead is Williams again. This time he gets a gain of maybe 2. Sets up 3rd down and short. Here's Kelvin Shepard, the Lions defensive coordinator, replacing Aaron Glenn, who went to head coach the Jets. Single back formation here again for Prescott. 3 tight ends on the left side. Man in motion now left to right. Takes a snap, fakes the pitch. Prescott looking, blinding his man, and Flournoy will make the catch. And quickly tackled by Campbell, but not until after. Enough for the first down. Just under a minute to play here in the first quarter. The Cowboys will get a first. See what Callahan going to call here. Single back formation. And in motion. Takes the snap. Handoff straight ahead. Wait, did I say Callahan? I meant Schottenheimer. Callahan's over in Tennessee. All right. 15 seconds remaining here in the first. And the run up the middle gives them a couple. And it looks like they will bring this to the end of the first quarter. Okay, let me Weddle. All right, let's play Weddle. So we have a 3-10 game here in Detroit. The Cowboys will have the ball at their own 46 on 2nd and 7 when we return. All right, heading to Weddle. Guess not, because Peter just Rose up a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, now we're back. All right, let's see. The one guy that got the touchdown today, we'll go with. Guess we won't go with Jahmyr Gibbs. They don't have. Is it JAH or something? They don't have Jahmyr Gibbs on here? Do I not know how to spell Gibbs? Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay. Jahmyr Gibbs is not available. So in that case, I'll just go with my guy Isaac Tesla then, because I'm rooting for him. All right, we got. So, all right, we are a receiver. We're not in the NFC. We're not 6'4". We are a low number, though, and we're young. Very interesting. The young receiver. I want to go with Worthy. Bang! Xavier Worthy. Got him in 2. Got him in 2. That was easy. Love when it's easy. Second and 7, we made Goff look like Patrick Mahomes. Goff, you mean? Not golf. Goff, yeah. Yeah, Goff is really, really strong in this offense. Really, really strong. He understands it at a high level. He knows how to distribute the ball to all of his weapons. I mean, how many times have we just seen him get rid of it immediately to Jahmyr Gibbs so far? And then Gibbs turns it a 3-yard play into a 15-yard play, right? It makes it easy on Jared Goff. But the thing is, though, is that Jahmyr Gibbs makes him look better, but he does have to get him the football quickly to have an opportunity to see where the defense is and make that kind of a play, right? Like that's what made like Alex Smith a very good quarterback in the league, right? Is he understood the game, especially later in his career, and it allows you to get the ball out quickly, get them into your playmakers' hands, and then that gives them a better opportunity to make guys miss and have good things happen. So very respected of what Jared Goff's able to do here in Detroit. Runs this offense just as good as about anybody could. Now, here we go. Dak Prescott. Starting the second quarter, 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun, Williams moves behind the guard, takes a snap. Here's the full-on blitz again. Now he gets rid of it quickly to Flournoy. Stiff arms a man, and he's going to get a gain of about 1.5 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 5 now for the Cowboys. Nothing worse than waiting 9 months for the NFL season to begin and this be pure torture for Washington fans. Yeah. Yep. Prescott in the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. CD goes in motion, left to right. Man-to-man defense coming from the Lions. Looking, quick throw over to the right side. Has his man, is Lamb. And Lamb's able to make the man miss. And he's down the right sideline. And another 1st down for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott just did exactly what Jared Goff, we were talking about him doing. Gets rid of it quickly. And quickly allows CeeDee Lamb to potentially make a move. And gets the 1st down. Because Robertson was there to potentially make the tackle short of the 1st down. Couldn't do it. Perfectly placed. CeeDee Lamb makes a nice move, and he's down the right sideline. Turpin in motion. They're going to jet sweep it to him. Turpin trying to get to the outside, but wow, comes in off the screen, screaming in is Avonte Maddox. Beautifully done, reading it the whole way, and showing off his speed to get to Turpin immediately. He does still get a gain of 4, but man, that looked like it was going to be a pretty big play of brewing. And Maddox, who comes in for the injured Harper, flies in off the screen. All right, 2nd and 6 now at the Lions 33. Ferguson in motion, right to left, 2 receivers each way now. Single back formation. Dak scanning the field, takes the snap, handoff to the right side. Williams has to make a jab cut immediately, and Branch is going to make the tackle. So 3rd down and about 3 coming up for the Cowboys at the Lions' 30-yard line. Schottenheimer. You're going to dial up here on third down against this Lions defense. He's got Dak in the shotgun. Freeman 46 Mike now takes a quick snap. Pitch play to the right is Williams. Williams trying to find the edge, runs into his own man, but finds a way to get the first down. Ran in right into Terrence Steele. But Javonte Williams gets the first down, moves the chains here for the Cowboys. Tim, what is your favorite Christmas movie besides Jingle All the Way? Besides Jingle All the Way, huh? I don't even know if I've... Offset I formation to the left, takes the snap, play action, rolling to his left. Dak Prescott throws it on the move and gets it to his backup tight end, Span Ford, making the play, and brings up now second down and about 5. What's my favorite Christmas movie? Home Alone's a good one. I mean, I like Santa Claus, the original one, with Tim Allen. I like both of those. 3 receivers bunch to the right, man in motion, Span Forward, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Lupke. No, the other backup is Davis, right? Yeah, Malik Davis. The Grinch is good. Jim Carrey. Yep, that's a good. I like those as my top 3. All right, third down and 1. Coming up for the Cowboys at the 17-yard line of the Lions. Takes a snap, and they're going to QB sneak it to Dak Prescott, and Prescott will get the 2 yards needed. First down, move the chains. Tim's favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. Die Hard's a good one. Die Hard's a good one. All right, 10-20. Single back formation. Puts CD Lamb in motion. Takes a snap. Play action. Rolling to his right side. He's going to throw it downfield and incomplete. Looking for Flournoy. So 2nd and 10 now at the Detroit 15-yard line coming up. Under 2 more seasons like this one just to remember the consistency of last season. Dak Prescott goes into the center. Goes into the shotgun, rather. 2 receivers each way. The man in motion is Turpin. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Setting up the screen here to Williams, and Williams cannot make the grab. Anzalone in on there. I think it was him. Is Anzalone still even on this defense? He has that hair, though. He reminds me of him. It is Alex Anzalone. The Wonderful Life, classic traditional family values. Selena says it's a good one. Oh, I do love A Christmas Story. Christmas Story. All right. Shift real quick with 7 seconds on the play clock. Gets reset as Dak. Dak trying to get him to jump. Doesn't work. Now takes the snap. 3 receivers each way. Stepping up and down goes Prescott. Prescott a little shaken up on the play as well. It's Al-Qadim Muhammad in on the sack. And Aubrey's going to have to come in and settle for another field goal. And he just beats the left tackle there. Tyler Guyton, I believe. He was the first-round pick for them out of Oklahoma. And he just gets destroyed on that play. It's not Guyton, excuse me. Guyton is hurt, so it's the backup, Nate Thomas. Takes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Barely hugs the right side of the uprights, but it does go through. And it's now 10-6. Lions remain on top, and they will get the ball back here with 9:27 to go in the second quarter. Darius Slay might be retiring. Oof. Is he hurt or something? New subscriber, but thank you for doing this. Thank you for hopping in. Appreciate you. All right. Lions will get the ball here. Oof. Next Thursday night. No, this is Christmas night. We're not at Christmas already. We did set up our tree, which was fun, and put up a bunch of garland throughout the house with lights wrapped in it. So our house is very Christmassy. We also put a Redskins wreath up. Oh, that's right. We do have like those there's the kick from Aubrey. He caught at the 3-yard line, running straight ahead. Now cuts the right side. He's going to get dragged down by Spanford at the 28-29-ish yard line. Spanford's got to be careful not to get a penalty there. He got to slammed him in afterwards. It would have been unnecessary roughness, but it was quick enough where the refs didn't see anything of it. Yeah, my wife, with the wonderful spatial recognition that she has, she's like, "Oh yeah, I found a tree for free on Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna get it for you for behind you in the stream." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." She's like, "Yeah, it's in Cape St. Clair. It's now it's close to us. We can just go get it. It's free." I'm like, "Okay, perfect." Single back formation here. Montgomery, and in motion, St. Brown takes a snap, play action. Goff looking, stepping up, has time. Now gonna. Ooh, he was looking for St. Brown. Instead, it gets tipped at the line, 2nd and 10. Anyway, she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get it." And she was showing it to me. I don't remember exactly how we got to it, but then she goes, "Yeah, it's a 7-foot tree." I was like, 7 foot? 7 foot for what? For your stream? I was like, that's not gonna fit. Like, I'm in like the tree wouldn't fit where it is if I wouldn't. If I wasn't even in the chair. It's crazy. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Ooh, they're gonna get him for a false start. Donovan gets him to jump, or once he saw him jump, he points it out to the ref. Gonna be on Frazier, the rookie. All right, so now 2nd and 15. Did you put mistletoes up everywhere? No. 3 receivers to the left side. Empty backfield set here for Goff. Changing the protection. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Has time. Throws it to the left. Immediately gets it to Gibbs. Gibbs, nice spin move. Not quite to the first down marker. It'll bring up now 3rd and 2 coming up for the Lions. If it came down to week 18, would you be okay with us beating the Eagles and clearing a path for Dallas to make the playoffs? I don't care. Sure. I do want the Cowboys to win the division, but that's only because I like that our division hasn't had a repeat winner in a long time. So I would prefer the Cowboys to win, but I wouldn't necessarily prefer the Cowboys to win to hurt us. St. Brown goes in motion left to right. Oh, he gets him to jump. Free play. Goes to the left side for Williams, and not a very good back shoulder throw. Williams wants a pass interference call. Not going to get it, but it was a free play, so it's going to be first down for... Wait, Goff is looking at the refs like, whoa, 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 whoa. They all jumped. Yeah, they all jumped. Where's the flag? They don't throw the flag? Are you serious? And now they have to go for it on 4th and 2. They had 3 defensive players jump off sides. You see the ref go for his flag, and then they pick it up. They didn't throw that flag? That's insane. And instead, they have to punt it. Wow. Here comes the kick for Fox. Turpin back to receive. Fair catch going to be called at the 21-yard line. That is 3 dudes jump off sides and you don't throw the flag? What are you talking about? Quinnen Williams jumped. That is insane. And then did I just hear the commentator say that was the right call? That is mentally challenged. Freaking commentators need helmets. Finally, no more artificial turf costing turf toe. The game is awesome if you love ref ball, which I do. There you go. NFL run by the mob. I don't know what's going on. He literally, the line judge sees 3 guys jump off sides, flinches to go for the flag, and is like, yeah, never mind. I don't think they crossed the line of scrimmage, though. The guy's head is clearly over the football when he goes to snap. How is that not a free play? It's all because the one ref didn't throw it, and you can't challenge it. But the ref sees 3 dudes jump and not throw the flag. It's pretty impressive, if you ask me. I mean, you even see Quinnen Williams, like, deflated, like, mad, because he knows he jumped off sides. Like, you know it. So, well, such is life. Cowboys will get the ball back now, only down 4. Does seem like the Cowboys are the team of destiny nowadays to try to make the playoffs. So who knows? I'm certainly not one that thinks the NFL is rigged, but, you know, hey, you get some good calls for you. Can you take advantage of it? Can you take advantage? How is that not offsides? Yeah, that's what we're saying, man. That's what we're saying. All right. Chat. Spent the 28 seasons as assistant coach, college NFL. Offset I formation to the right side. Now the tight end is Lupke. Motions, takes a snap, play action. Looking, pressure, has to get rid of it, and does. Throwing it to the right side, has CeeDee Lamb. And Reed has to dive for him, tackling him from behind. And the Cowboys, with a big play to get this drive started, is CeeDee Lamb. Nice little post corner route there. Gets plenty of separation. Reed doing a good job just to get back in the play to make the tackle. Ooh, Brian Branch hit Dak high as well. And the ref was looking at him like, nope. I mean, that was a roughing the passer. 3 receivers to the left, takes a snap, play action. Well, pressure immediately has to escape and does. Now, that's backwards. That's thrown backwards. Ferguson gets up, and oh, wow. That was totally thrown backwards. That's a fumble. These commentators are in. Are you serious? That went way backwards. What do you mean it didn't go backwards? It is way backwards. Okay, they do correct it. These commentators are on one right now. I know it sounds like robots, but he said that I don't think he threw it backwards. It's like, are you looking? All right, 2nd and 26 after the big loss on the fumble. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Stepping up. Quick throw to the left side. Has his man as CD. And CD will get pushed out of bounds by Reed. So 3rd down and about 20 coming up for the Cowboys. And they get, even if a 10 to 15 yard play, they can get right into Aubrey field goal range. You're wrong. NFL just agreed to pick from a set of natural or synthetic fields, not eliminating turf. Here we go. Dak Prescott changes the protection. 3 receivers to the right side. 2 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Has time. Now has to try to escape. Now throws it underneath. It'll be caught by Ferguson. Ferguson will get tackled. Oh, the ball comes out. Oh, the Lions have it. The Lions have it at their own 47. Ferguson had it, and it looked like he bobbled, got it back, and then fumbled again. Let's take a look here. It looked like he kind of bobbled right there, but no, he had it, and then Campbell punches it out. So it was a hard hit that he survived the hit right there. He didn't quite bobble. It just saw that arm flailing, but then he sets it up as a beautiful target for Jack Campbell to punch it out. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line of their own for the Lions with 6:28 to go here in the 2nd quarter. That's the first turnover of the day. Single back formation here. 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap. Handoff is Gibbs. Gibbs trying to find the outside and will, but only gets a gain of 2 as he's pushed out of bounds. There's a flag on the play as well. This might be coming back for a holding call. To be 1st and 20. Holding number 70. Skipper on the holding call. Oh, yeah, he just grabs the arm. Oh, yeah, that was an obvious holding call on that one. 1st and 20 now. That's why I mute out Michaels and Herb Street and listen to you. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. In the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. Ooh, and a false start. The Lions are going the wrong way now. It'll be 1st and 25 at their own 32. Yeesh. Ratledge with his 2nd false start of the day. All right, 2 receivers each way. At their own 32, takes the snap. Quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught by Tesla, and Tesla will get just past the 40-yard line. And 2nd and 17 now after the gain of 8. 5.5 to go in the 2nd quarter. Lions still on top, 10-6. St. Brown motions to the right side, 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap, play action. Goff looking, stepping up, going to the right side, and has his man is Williams. Jamison Williams with the nice catch, and a 1st and 25. 2 plays later, 1st and 10 across midfield. Go the Lions. 1-on-1 outside with Bland. Land with a nice punch. Run in with him. Wow, he's actually fortunate that was a comeback route because honestly, he got dusted for a touchdown. If it wasn't a designed comeback route, I mean, he got beat both directions. Impressive. Takes the snap. Goff looking, going deep down the left side, and too long for Williams this time. And now 2nd and 10 for the Lions. 4:36 to go. Clock is stopped here in the second quarter. Goff right now, 10 for 16, 122 yards. Yeah. Jahmyr Gibbs, only 3 carries for 18 yards so far. Is that all they have? They have not run the ball a lot today, huh? Wow, they only have 5 carries to Jared Goff's 16 pass plays. Really trying to attack Dallas through the air. 3 receivers to the left side. Goff in the shotgun, calls out the mic. 2 seconds on the play clock, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Montgomery. Montgomery, straight ahead, slipping tackles into the second level, and David Montgomery! Touchdown Lions from 35 yards out, straight up the gut, and the Lions will now take a 10-point lead pending an extra point here in the second quarter. Bang! Great job. Beautifully offensive line play by the Lions. They've had a top 5 offensive line for quite a few years now, and it continues to put in the work. Wow. And here comes the extra point from the left hash. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 4:27 to go here in the second quarter, it's now 17-6. Lions off on top. The Cowboys will get the ball back with a very good opportunity to try to double up here. If they can have a long, sustained drive, ended in points, they will get the ball coming out of halftime. And with 4:27 to go in the second quarter, let's see what the Cowboys will do. Fire up the pan for every time they score. Yeah. That hasn't been a good cold game. Hopefully, they just stay consistent. Roar, Lions, roar. There you go. Let's go, Detroit. Fire up the Detroit band. Yeah, there you go. Got 115 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Helps the algorithms. Tim, you can remove the moderator. Why is that? Shout out to the channel members. Will Diggs in the house. Brian and Susan. Appreciate all of you. Any other ones in the chat right now? Not that I see. But I appreciate all of you nonetheless. They've got a really good run game with Gibbs, Montgomery, and their offensive line. Yeah, they're certainly nasty. Nasty combination. Right, there's the kick from the Lions. Left side. Putting it back towards the middle is Turpin. Turpin following his blocks, finds a lane, but there is a flag. It's a big hit. Wow, Jake Bates takes a shot. Holy crap. A diving linebacker takes Turpin and hits him right into Bates. During the return, holding. 10-yard penalty is on James. Not sure which James. Let's see. Rookie, I think they said it's Shamar James. Shamar James out of Florida. It's called with the holding penalty on the special teams play. So it puts them backwards in their own territory. Hopefully Jake Bates is okay for the Lions because he took a shot on that one. But here we go. Single back formation. Flournoy goes in motion right to left. Takes the snap, looking to throw, pumping. He's going to swing it out there to Williams. Williams will dive ahead for a gain of about 5. They're going to give him 4. So 2nd and 6. Right, 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 5. Offset I formation to the right here. Dak scanning the field. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Looking quick throw to the right side. Has his man as Lamb. Makes the first guy miss. Trying to catch a block. And cannot do it. And Brian Branch makes the tackle. CeeDee Lamb was trying to direct traffic, but there was nowhere to go. If he went right, there was Brian Branch. And if he went left, the other safety, I would assume, I think that's Maddox would have been there. So, nonetheless, nice big play. 3:10 to go here in the second quarter. Single back, man in motion is Ferguson, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here is Williams. Williams will dive ahead for a gain of 3. Now at the 49-yard line, brings up 2nd and 7. .245 to go here in the second quarter. Cowboys won a long sustained drive and ended in points. And they do it. Dak in the shotgun, scanning the field, 2 receivers each way. Still plenty of time with 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. Takes a snap, play action. Looking, stepping up, going deep is Pickens. One hand tried, and Reed is going to come away with a pass interference. George Pickens will not get credit for the catch, but he gets credit for the first down inside the 5. George Pickens gets behind the defense, lulls him to sleep. Oh, it's offsetting penalties. Illegal hands to the face on Jake Ferguson will be a repeat of 2nd down and not a 1st down. Oh, yeah, look at that. Ferguson just goes right up into the jaw of Aiden Hutchinson. Easy call of illegal hands to the face. So now it's going to be 2nd and 7 repeat here with 2:25 to go here in the second quarter. All right, Dak changes the play at the line. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Ferguson goes in motion, takes a snap, handoff to Williams, straight ahead. Williams slips the first tackle. Will get dragged down after a gain of about 3 or 4, depending on the spot. 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. It looks like the Cowboys will be content to let this go to the end of, to the 2-minute warning, rather. 3rd and 4, and we'll see what they dial up here after this one. I heard some burp. Chubby little guy. Looks just like James. All right. 2-minute warning. 15 months apart. All right, big 3rd down and 4 coming up here for the Cowboys rather. Already down by 11. The Thursday night is Christmas. Going to your mom's on Christmas? Got it. Oh, I like that. We actually play on Christmas. $1. Here we go. Man in motion. CD from left to right. Now back to the left. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looking, pumping. Quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught by Turpin for the 1st down. Gain of 5. The Cowboys will keep it moving. All 3 timeouts still available. And they just cross midfield at the 48-yard line. Plenty of time left here for the Cowboys to get into field goal range. Well, they already are with Aubrey, of course. But if they really have plenty of time to get a touchdown and make a game of this before going into halftime. 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looking. Going down the left sideline. Has a step, but he throws him out of bounds. CeeDee Lamb was wide open, but Dak Prescott not setting up properly on the throw. Throws it way too far outside. Oh, man. What a mistake there by Dak. I mean, it's not even a good back shoulder throw. It's just a bad, wide throw there from Dak Prescott with 1:25 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 10 now. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Looking, quick throw to the left side. Has his man, George Pickens. Pickens will get brought down immediately by Rock Ya-Sin. There is a flag, though. Oh, it's going to be a flag on George Pickens. Okay, never mind. Oh, face mask. Oh, that's a big one. 15-yard penalty. Not illegal hands to the face. This is going to be a face mask call. Oh, yeah. Easy call. He grabbed that face mask the entire route. Schottenheimer like, what? Nah, that's a pretty good call. And now a 15-yard penalty will bring it now to a 2nd and 25. The clock was stopped, so there shouldn't be a 10-second runoff. All right. 3 receivers to the right side, 2nd and 25. Dak takes the snap, drops back, looking, quick throw over the middle, caught by CD. CD will get some of those yards back, but it's still going to be 3rd down and long. There goes Dak MVP. All the national media people have been calling for him to get it. What? Dak is even in the MVP conversation for real? I mean, there's only 6-5-1. What is his stats this year? 3,261, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. It's actually not bad. But I wouldn't give it to him over Matt Stafford. Did Aubrey make a 75-yarder? I think so. And I can't till JD get 2 talented receivers like this. Can't wait. Yeah. All right, 3rd and 15 with 1:13 to go here in the second quarter. So Detroit took the timeout because they want to potentially have a chance to get points on the board before half. CD in motion, stays on the left side, 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking, pumping, quick throw over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Ferguson. Ferguson got close to the first down marker. It's now 4th down and about 3. Will they go for it here? I mean, they're in field goal range easily now. Let's see if they do. It's going to be 4th down and a short 4. No, they will have Aubrey come in to make yet another 50-yard field goal. This will be from 55 yards out. Career-wise, he's 86% on 50 yards or longer. That is insane. That's incredible. Like, I don't know if you know if you guys understand how crazy that is. Like, if you had an 86% conversion rate on field goals for your career, no matter what, like, you're a really good kicker in this league. Like, he has an 86 for just over 50-yard field goals. Here comes the right hash. 55-yard attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Left side, and yet another 50-yarder made for Braden Aubrey. Wow. Wow. Why do the Lions decide to stop blitzing? Is when you blitz, you give you make it easier for them to get big plays, right? It's a high risk, high reward play. So they want to make sure that they keep everything in front of them, make them drive the entire length of the field. You don't want them to just get a quick touchdown or anything like that. Cowboys got luck with Aubrey. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know why I totally forgot that Darnell Savage this whole time. That he was on our team, yeah. What is Matt Gay's percentage? Matt Gay's percentage in career might be around 86% for all field goals. There's the kick from Aubrey, caught around the goal line, returns straight ahead, spins off the first, then gets tripped up. Sailors? Is that his name? Either way, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Yes, Sailors on the return. Like, I'm just curious. Like, what is Adam Vinatieri's all-time, like, obviously one of the best kickers of all time. What is his career field goal percentage? His career field goal percentage is 83.8. There's the quick throw to Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra will go out of bounds after a gain of 5. His career is 83.8. One of the greatest kickers to ever live. And Aubrey is an 86% over 50. And over 30 field goal attempts. 37 field goal attempts now. He's 32 for 37. You cannot overstate how insane that is. 3 receivers to the left side. In the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Goff steps up, throws underneath. It'll be caught by Gibbs. Gibbs got room, and he's going to get a decent gain. The ball came out, but he gets it back with 30 seconds remaining here. They only have 1 timeout remaining, so they don't want to use it yet. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap, looking to throw to the right side. Caught by Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra will get out of bounds. 1st down as well with 17 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they're going to give Jake Bates an opportunity, who also has a pretty strong leg of his own. They have their 1 timeout. Talked about Bates earlier, though. He did take a shot on that kickoff return, but he looks okay. But yeah, they're already at the 43-ish yard line. So that's a 60-yard field goal, 61-yarder in hand where they currently sit. Takes the snap, drops back, play action. Goff rolling to his right side, and he's just going to throw it away here. Live to fight another down. I like it. Okay, yeah, that's a great one. Justin Tucker was obviously one of the best kickers for a long time. What is his career field goal percentage? Career field goal percentage is 89.1. 89.1 in his career. He's only 3 percentage points over the best, one of the best to ever do it. And we're just including his over 50 yarders. Wow. All right, the Cowboys will use their first of 3 timeouts here on this 3rd and 1. 13 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Aubrey's a former professional soccer player. That's where we should be looking. I guess so. Yeah, 89.1% is amazing, but he has 86% from just 50. His career so far is also 89.9. Takes the snap, drops back, Goff looking, going to the right side and looking for a Monroe. Ooh, is that going to flag? Yes, it is. And that's going to be a free first down for the Lions and a very easy attempt coming for Jake Bates. How about Mosley, the former MVP? Just looking at this again. Hold on. Yeah. Just going into this game, he was 30 for 35. And now he's 32 for 37. Incredible. And that percentage is now going to be over 90% too. All right. 3 receivers to the left. 1st and 10. Takes a snap. Goff looking. Going deep down the right sideline. And he had Tesla open. And he throws it too far wide. Oh, that irritates me. I have Goff and Tesla on my fantasy. That would have been huge right before the half. Oh my God, Goff, just throw it in bounds. If you just throw it in bounds, Tesla scores the touchdown. Oh my goodness, it hurts my soul. Dang it. Oh. All right, here goes Bates. He's 86% on the year. Also, not trying to be a hater, but he plays in a dome most of the time. Yeah, I don't care where you play. I mean, if you're making 50-yard field goals all the time, it's insane. I mean, it is a good point, though, when you compare him to a guy like Justin Tucker, who played a lot of his games outside and have an 89. I mean, it definitely is a factor, but when you're talking 50-plus yarders, it's still incredible. 47-yard field goal for Bates on the right hash. You have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Hugs the left side of the upright, and the Lions will take a 20-9 lead into halftime. Here we go. Take a look here at the first half stats. All right, we have 16 for 21, 154 yards there for Dak Prescott. No touchdowns, no picks. He's got 3 sacks for 35 yards lost. Jared Goff, 13 for 21, 153 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. 1 sack for a 10-yard loss. Leading rusher in the game is David Montgomery with 2 carries, 37 yards, and a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs also has 3 carries, 18 yards, and a touchdown of his own. Javonte Williams leads the Cowboys with 9 carries, 29 yards. Leading receiver in the game is CeeDee Lamb with 5 catches, 89 yards. Leading receiver for the Lions is also Jahmyr Gibbs with 5 catches, 63 yards. No touchdowns through the air yet. The only turnover of the day comes from Jake Ferguson with a fumbled loss recovered by Brian Branch. Jack Campbell was the one to punch it out. Jack Campbell having a heck of a day, trying to earn himself a game ball. He's also leading the game in tackles with 7. He's got 1 sack and the forced fumble we just spoke about. Leading tackler for the Cowboys is a few guys with 3. Deron Bland, Marvion Overshone, and Siobhan Revel Jr. Sack came from James Houston for the Cowboys, and the other 2 sacks came from Al-Qadin Muhammad and Aleem McNeil for the Lions. Kicking wise, you have Brandon Aubrey, 3 for 3 on field goals, and with a long of 57. Jake Bates, 2 for 2 on field goals with a long of 47, and 2 for 2 on extra points. Looking at the team stats here, we have 9 first downs apiece. Right now, the Cowboys are 5 for 10 on third downs. Lions are 1 for 4. Nobody's gone for it on fourth down yet. Total yards of offense, 205 to 158 in favor of the Lions. Both teams with 4 penalties in the first half, 25 yards against the Lions and 43 yards against the Cowboys. Talked about that turnover, and the Cowboys right now have a time of possession lead, 1756 to 12:04. That's what's going on in the game. Let's go ahead and hop over to the immaculate, not immaculate, but immaculate grid. Right? Not baseball either. We want football. Here we go. Cam Little, the best kicker currently, though. He made a 68-yarder. I mean, he holds the record, but he's got a ways to go before he can claim to be the best kicker. I think he's got a few misses, too, but he's got a huge leg. Cam Little, he's got a bright future, hopefully. Wouldn't he be 33 for 38 with 3 field goals made? One of them was not a 50-yarder. Squashio. We're only talking about the 50-yarders. He made 2 50-yarders, and I think the other one was like a not very far, maybe a 30-something yarder. I don't think it was a 40-yarder. Well, it was the second one. I think it was not very far. $42-yarder. Is Aubrey first team All-Pro? I think so. All right, here we go. Immaculate grid. San Francisco, Jacksonville, and first team All-Pro across here. Oh, I see why you asked the question now. And then on the left side, you have Cowboys, Titans, and Cardinals. All right. Let's go with Al Shahir. Was it this? He's Al Shahir. I'm pretty sure went to the Titans. Yeah, he's a Al Shahir. There you go. San Francisco. San Francisco is ding. Francisco. San Francisco and Arizona not coming to mind. San Francisco and the Cowboys. Of course, you got Dion. I want to go with. I'll wait on that one. But yeah, Aubrey first team All Pro for sure. Absolutely. Hoyer for the Cards and 49ers. Brian Hoyer, that is gross, but fantastic. Nice pull, Pig. Nice pull. Is there a backup here, maybe, that played for both of these teams? Like, did Josh Johnson go play for the Cowboys at some point? I don't know. Ooh. Trey Lance? Did Trey Lance ever play? Yeah, Trey Lance. There you go. That's a fun one. Cowboys and Jacksonville. All right, this has got to be what? Chris Johnson? Albert Hainsworth, maybe? Was Albert Hainsworth a first team All Pro that offseason? That we added him? Albert Hainsworth was insane. Was he a first team All Pro back then? That's interesting. Who else? I don't think McNair ever was. Eddie George? I don't think so. Wait, the obvious answer is CJ2K. It's the obvious answer. Trying to think if there's any other player that Derrick Henry maybe when he didn't he have 2,000 yards for them. He had to be first team All Pro that year, right? Do Albert. All right, let's do Albert. Yeah, Albert Hainsworth. Let's go. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. First team All Pro for the Cardinals. Got Larry Fitz. I don't think Kurt Warner was. Carson Palmer, definitely not. David Johnson that year? Maybe? Maybe David Johnson. Was Chandler Jones ever first team All Pro? Patrick Peterson? He had a few good years over there, right? What does this say? Player must have been first team All Pro the season he appeared for that team. Right. This one is Kirk. This is the most obvious answer. Christian Kirk. Probably really high though. Can we think of another one actually? Let's come back to this. Let's come back because we're actually having a pretty good round. Pretty good round here. Jacksonville and Titans. They've had to have had some sort of quarterback. Jacksonville's had a ton of quarterbacks play for them, right? Like, what quarterbacks are there? Minshew? Where did Minshew play after Jacksonville? Philadelphia, right? He never went and played for one of these teams, did he? Ooh, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, is a great potential option there. He was a stud for them. Still can ball. Honey Badgers now. I don't know how many people like David Johnson had to be that year. Didn't he have like 1,000 yards receiving and rushing? I feel like David Johnson's gonna be less likely, right? Maybe not though, because of fantasy. Ooh, Fowler? Oh, Fowler. Fowler played for the Jags. You forget about that. Because he obviously really came from the Falcons, right? That's where he made his mark. Yeah. Forgot that he's over there in Jacksonville. I did anyway. That's a good one. That's a good one for sure. First team All Pro. I think I'm just gonna go with David Johnson. I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah, David Johnson. Let's go. And a 4%er. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Can we finish strong here? Can we finish strong? Hmm. Just trying to think. Like Tannehill didn't go play for one of these teams afterwards, right? Where did Tannehill end up after he got benched? Tannehill. He didn't go to Jacksonville. Who was over here? No. Allen Robinson played for one of these teams. I don't know where DJ Chark is right now. Hmm. Blaine Gabbert? Gabbert played for Jacksonville, though? I don't think Gabbert played for Jacksonville. All right, Matthew LeBlanc coming in with a Dennis guard deck. Gabbert was drafted by them? That's where Gabbert started? Really? Gabbert started there? Why do I think he started in Tennessee? Gabbert started there. And did he ever play for Tennessee? Like, the only quarterback that's coming to mind that that they drafted was Blake Bortles. Like, that's the only quarterback that's coming to my mind. But I guess that was probably a couple years later. Maybe? Finish is strong. Jacksonville, Tennessee. Well, Pig, are you sure that Gabbert then played for Tennessee at all? I'm thinking of, like, they had Mariota. Tannehill. What, Will Levis? Going to the game Sunday. Hope you get the dub. Nice. Have fun, Noah. Okay. But I feel like this is going to be high. Like, I don't know. How did we finish? Good finish there, Peg. Good finish. Good finish. You know your Blaine Gabbert lore. I need to look more about this Blaine Gabbert character. Started in Jacksonville, was in Tennessee for 1 season, and only played 3 games. And one of those was against us? How gross. How gross is that? Calvin Ridley? Calvin Ridley definitely played for Tennessee, and he played for... Yeah, Calvin Ridley did play for both. All right, we're getting the second half started. Turpin running straight ahead, past the 30 at the 31-yard line. He's my king. The Josh Johnson, Alex Smith year. All right, here we go. Cowboys have the ball down by 11. And they make this a ball game. 2 receivers each way at their own 30-yard line. Prescott scanning the field. Man in motion here is Turpin from left to right. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw over the left side. Tipped up in the air and intercepted! Lions going the other way! Dak Prescott, the last man standing, and he gets pushed out of bounds is Barnes. Looking for the slant pass to Pickens. It's batted away and into the hands of Barnes. Wow. First play of the second half. Good job there. I think it's Robertson, number 21. Yup. A Make Robertson on the coverage, able to punch it out, and Derek Barnes comes away with the interception. Bang! Second turnover of the day for the Cowboys, and they're going to give the Lions premier field position here at the 14-yard line of Dallas. Into the shotgun goes Goff. 3 receivers to the left side. Scanning the field here. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Quick throw to the left side. It'll be out there to Williams. Williams dances, and he loses a couple of what he had. He's going to get a 2-yard gain there. 2nd and 8 coming up for Jameson Williams. Sorry, for the Lions. Dak Prescott, yep. All right, 2nd and 8, 14 and a half to go here in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the right, empty backfield set. Gibbs going to motion back into the backfield with 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Go into the end zone and caught! Touchdown, Isaac Tesla! Back-to-back weeks with a touchdown, and the Lions extend their lead with 14-14 to go in the third quarter, now up 26-9. Bang, baby! It's exactly what I needed to see. That wasn't Prescott's fault. The wide receiver should have caught it. I agree with that. But nonetheless, the Lions slinging it out there for a touchdown to extend it rather. From the left hash is Jake Bates. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it's now 27-9 with 14-14 to go in the third quarter. Bang! Bang! Lord knows my fantasy team needed that bad boy. Let's see, what do we got here? What's the projections? I was projected to lose going into this. Let's see here. Still projected to lose. Braden Aubrey. He's got Brandon Aubrey, and it's just stupid what he has right now. Just stupid. I need a Javonte Williams touchdown now. Keep the Lions honest. Eat it, Dallas. All right, there's the kick from Bates. He caught in the end zone, knelt down. So the 35-yard line is where the Cowboys will start this next drive. First and 10. Plenty of time left for Dallas. They're down 18 points right now. So 3-score game. 2 receivers each way. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Handoff here to Williams. Williams slips the first tackle and then gets stood up by Campbell after a gain of about 3. 2nd down and 7 coming up here for the Cowboys. Javonte Williams being bottled up pretty good tonight with 9 carries for 29 yards. Second and 7. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Takes the snap, looking, pumping. Dak Prescott throws off his back foot to CD, and CD makes the catch. He was held anyway. That's going to be pass interference for sure. But CeeDee Lamb's able to make the grab. First down, Dallas. Penalties declined on Reed. Good throw there by Dak Prescott, giving his guy a chance. CeeDee Lamb making a tough catch, penalized and everything. All right, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Williams, slips the first tackle into the second level and dives ahead into the red zone down to the 19-yard line. Dallas looking to score quickly here. All right, Prescott in the shotgun. Scanning the field, 3 receivers bunched to the left side. CeeDee in motion farther to the left. Dak takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, going to the end zone, and him and Pickens not on the same page. There is a flag, though. Flag comes out. The play was pretty quick on a fade here. What's the flag going to be? Apparently, it's probably going to be a defensive holding against Robertson. No, number 4 is Reed. So Reed gets called for a holding penalty there. So automatic first down. He's had a tough matchup tonight with CeeDee Lamb, and he's had a couple of moments here and there, but not this one. That one's a clear hold. Got beat on the double move. Automatic first down now at the Detroit 14-yard line. 2 receivers each way. 12:47 to go here in the third. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, going to the end zone, looking for CeeDee, and CeeDee, oh, he cannot make the tough grab on this one. CeeDee a little shaken up on the play. Oh, what? You all right? He, like, hyperextended his arm after the thing, like, more frustrated or something? I don't know. Like, the way his arm kind of, like, moved right there, it looked like he was going to hurt himself after the fact. But anyway, he tried to bring it in one-handed. Didn't quite work. Not sure what the thing... Is he actually hurt or is he just frustrated? Okay, so he is hurt. He looks in pain. I'm confused. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, so I think it's his left shoulder. I can't quite tell because it kind of looked like his right arm was hurting. Now it looks like it's his left arm. He's walking off. I don't even know if he is hurt. Very strange. But nonetheless, here we are. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. 2nd and 10, takes the snap, drops back. Prescott, quick throw to the right side, has his man as Flournoy. Flournoy will get a gain of 5 inside the 10. It's 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Cowboys. I guess we'll see if he comes back. All right, Dak Prescott scanning the field. And in motion, 3 receivers to the left. Pickens motion, stays on the left side. 6 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Going to the left side and incomplete. And Flournoy looked like he wanted a flag. Not going to get it. And that's going to be 4th down. And the Cowboys will settle. Wait, will they? No. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Thank goodness. I'm done with freaking Brandon Aubrey. Okay, the offense stays on the field here. They're going to go for it. They do have 18 points needed, so a field goal actually would have helped them bring it back to a 2-score game, but they're going to go. And according to the Next Gen Stats recommendation, it's a toss-up, so depends on the coach's guts. Here we go. In the shotgun, takes the snap. Prescott throws it to the right side, and he has his man, George Pickens, who will... Oh, the ball comes out! And the offensive lineman jumps on it. So it's not going to be a touchdown because the offensive lineman cannot advance it, but it'll bring up 1st and goal at the 1. George Pickens fighting for trying to get into the end zone, ends up fumbling the football. And fortunately for Dallas, they do keep the ball. So now it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. Come on, give it to Javonte Williams. Please. Please and thank you, Javonte Williams. He may have been down anyway, actually, looking at that. Either way, he gets it right where he fumbles it because Steele was in the right spot at the right time. No, Smith, rather. Tyler Smith. All right, 1st and goal. Single back formation here. And the refs stopped the play. Oh, okay. They're going to say he was actually down at the 2. All right, here we go. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Single back formation. And in motions Ferguson from left to right. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Williams. Williams is going to push the pile at the half-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Right? 10:50 to go and counting. Under center at the 1-yard line again. Single back formation. Puts a man in motions. Ferguson takes a snap. Handoff to Williams. Williams will punch it into the end zone. Untouched. And it's now 27-15 pending an extra point. And we'll see if the Cowboys go for 2 now or do they wait to go for 2. Even the refs are saying, here we go now. All right. 10:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. All right. Aubrey will come in for the field goal attempt here. The extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's now a 27-16 game with 3:41 to go. I would have gone for 2 there. I want to see it as a 10-point game. But actually, you know what? Let's think about it. It's now an 11-point game. If you can hold the Lions to a field goal, it would remain a 14-point game, and then you would never have to go for 2. So knowing that, and it's this early, I don't hate it as much. I just hate being down by 11. I feel like 11 is just a bad score to be down. You know what I mean? Right, I guess mathematically it's probably not too bad, but it's not where I want to be. And if I could be down by 10 instead, a touchdown and a field goal, I'd rather do that. But you could always do it later. You know, I guess there's that argument too, is that you don't have to go for a 2 this time. If it ends up that you want to make it a 3-point game later, you have that option, right? Like if you don't let them score. So I guess I'm talking myself into it's actually a better decision to not go for it this early in the game. So we'll stick to that. If I can get another touchdown to Tesla, that'd be huge. I have to freaking fight off freaking Brandon Aubrey. Already got 15.5 points in my league. Thank goodness they went for it on that 4th down, huh? Giving Javonte Williams that touchdown. That helps a lot. Mm-hmm. All right. Appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. 27-16. Lions on top. Lions can continue to put the pressure on this Cowboys team. All right, Aubrey setting up for a field goal. There's the kick. And it'll be caught at the 4-yard line. Here comes the return from Sailors. Sailors slips the first tackle, gets past the 30, and dives ahead down to the 32-yard line. That's where Jared Goff and the offense will start this next drive. CeeDee Lamb ended it with a concussion. Oh, interesting. I thought it was like his arms or something, but it's actually his head. And that's why his arms were kind of looking weird, because he got concussed. Okay, now it's starting to add up. At first, I'm like, what is injured? It's the head injury. Single back formation, man in motion here is Tessa from left to right, takes the snap, hand off to Gibbs with a nice jump step, trying to get around the edge, but DaRon Bland there to make sure he doesn't escape. And it's second down and long now coming up for the Lions. Cowboys defense need to make a big stop here for their offense. Try to get back into this game. Good job there by that Cowboys interior line, forcing Gibbs out there. And then DaRon Bland to make that tackle is really impressive against Jahmyr Gibbs. 2nd and 15 now. Jared Goff in the shotgun. Man in motion is Amon-Ra, left to right. 2 tight ends on the left side. Takes the snap, quick throw to the right, gets it to Williams. Williams following his blocks, zigging and zagging. He's going to get those yards that were just lost back. Maybe a couple extra. 3rd down and about 8 coming up for the Lions. 9.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wow, the polls have getting closer to 50-50 now. Interesting. All right. Goff scans the field. 3 receivers to the left. And in motion here is Gibbs back into the backfield. No, he stays on the left. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw to the left side. Gets it to Gibbs. Gibbs stays on his feet and makes DaRon Bland fall. Carson has to push him out of bounds, but not until after a 1st down. DaRon Bland, who had a nice tackle on Gibbs earlier, this time in the open field, ends up face planting out of bounds. That's not a good look for DaRon Bland right here. Yikes. That's what Jahmyr Gibbs does to just some defenders, man. He breaks you down. I mean, the right leg just went limp, basically. Yikes. 3 receivers to the right side. Oh, wait a minute. Direct snap. Keeping it to the left is number 80. I don't even know who this is. I haven't seen number 80 all day. And he gets a direct snap. Is Malik Cunningham. Is that the former quarterback for Louisville? It is the former quarterback for Louisville. And they use him as a wildcat formation. And there you go. So he's in there as a receiver, but he is a former quarterback at the college level. All right, in the shotgun here. 2 receivers each way. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Play action. Goff going to the left side and has Jameson Williams for a 1st down catch again. This time it's at the 40-yard line of the Cowboys. Cross midfield go the Lions. Wow. Wow. All right. Nice throw there by Goff. Perfect placement. All right. 1st and 10. 3 receivers bunch to the left side at the 39. Jameson Williams goes in motion left to right. Takes the snap. Going to hand it off up the middle here is Gibbs. Gibbs is a little dancing. Not much there this time. And I believe it's Bell that stands him up. And the cavalry comes in to help tackle him down. 7 minutes to go here after a gain, I believe, of 1. Sets up 2nd down and 9. Okay. Jared Goff in the shotgun. And in motion here, right to left. Ersker takes the snap, looking to throw. Swings it out there to Gibbs. Gibbs Stiff arms him in. Oh my gosh. Just throwing Deron Bland to the ground. Deron Bland, who was on a high after that tackle to start this drive, has had 2 plays to make him look pretty silly. Unfortunate for the young man. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is just that dude. So it's hard to hate on him because he is a very tough guy to bring down for anybody, let alone a corner. And he's slicing him up. All right, 3rd and 5. Jared Goff scanning the field and in motion here. This could be an area that they run the football. They like to run these and then go for it on 4th. Nope, they're going to pass it. Quick throw over the middle of the field. Oh, 2 players in the same spot with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams. That is very unusual for those two to not be on the same page with Goff. And it looks like the Lions will settle for a field goal here. A 52-yard attempt for Bates to bring this to a 14-point game. Tries to throw it in there, and I'm not sure who he was throwing it to. Amon-Ra wasn't expecting it. Looks like he got jammed up. I think it was supposed to be like a double in, and Amon-Ra gets jammed up, and he's in the way of Jamison Williams. So now it's 4th and 5 from the right hash. Is Bates. Snap the hold. The kick is blocked. It's horribly missed. It barely gets to the end zone. Don't know if it was blocked or just absolutely shanked. Take a look here. Does somebody get a hand on this? Yeah, he does. It is Sam Williams. Sam Williams blocks it, and the Lions come away with no points. Huge for the Cowboys, who want to get back into this game, and they have an opportunity to bring it within a 1 score. All right. Sam Williams gets credit for the blocked field goal. Bland is getting manhandled, yeah. Well, that drive ends up in no points, so who really wins, right? Wait a minute. I just saw a crazy image, and then it went away. Is there really talks about Giannis going to Spurs? I saw Giannis just got hurt, but next team odds. The Giannis might be traded soon from Milwaukee. Interesting. What are the standings of the NBA right now? Are the Bucks not doing well? No, they're not. They're 10 and 13. 2 and 8 in their last 10. Yikes. So they were 8 and 5 at one point, and then just tanked it. Interesting. So he's thinking of maybe going to the Spurs or the Knicks. Knicks currently 2nd in the East. Spurs currently 4th in the West. Very interesting. All right, here we go. Cowboys will get the ball after the blocked field goal at the 34-yard line. No, not the 34. Should be the 42 that they get the ball. First and 10 now for the Cowboys. Under center goes Dak. Offset eye to the left. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here. Here's Williams. Williams will fight forward for a gain of about 3.5 or so. It'll be just past the 45-yard line. Five and a half to go here in the third quarter. Dak Prescott in the shotgun. Davis enters the game at running back on his right. 3 receivers to the right now. Takes a snap, play action, rolling to his right now, setting back up to the left, going to the middle of the field, and he has his man is Flournoy, who gets across midfield all the way to the 37-yard line, and the Cowboys keep this drive moving. Let me be honest, it would be crazy. Yeah, no kidding. Spurs would have to give up way too much. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Spurs right now have been winning a ton of games without Wemby. Two receivers each way, single back formation, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Davis, and Davis, not a whole lot of room, gets a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 now coming up for the Cowboys. Would you trade or extend Payne? Not really tempted to do either. What does he have, 1 more year on his deal? I mean, I don't think he's going to bring in a lot of value, so I probably wouldn't bother trading him. And then, I don't know, depends on what the extension is. All right, here we go. 2 receivers each way. Prescott in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Prescott, quick throw to the left, and a fluttery ball. Turpin wants a flag. Doesn't look like he's going to get it, so now it's 3rd down and 9. Giannis is always hurt too. Yeah. Oh, there is a flag. This replay 2nd down, but it looks like it's going to go against the Cowboys. Thomas, the left tackle, is going to get called for it. Trying to block Hutchinson here. Let's take a look. Oh. Wait. That's a hold? Interesting. 3 receivers to the right. Yeah, it's a holding penalty, so it's 2nd and 19 now. Dak takes a snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming, has to get rid of it. Throws it over the middle. Tipped to himself is Jake Ferguson. Anzalone was on him tough. I saw him right off the snap. Ferguson had to get off the jam immediately. Dak Prescott finds it to him anyway. And it's now going to be a gain of about 10. Sets up 3rd down and 9. Tipping it to himself is Jake Ferguson. 3rd and 9. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. One-on-one coverage with George Pickens on the right. Now Flournoy goes in motion left to right. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw to the right. Has his man caught. Turns upfield as Flournoy. But this play is going to be negated. This is going to be a pick play called against George Pickens. And this is coming back. Yep, George Pickens going to get called for that. Pass interference, offense number 3. Replay 3rd down. It'll bring up now 3rd and 14. Yeah. Yep, easy call with the pick play. Schottenheimer's arguing that he got pushed into him. Bold move. All right, 3 receivers to the right on 3rd and 19 now, excuse me. Ferguson motions now right to left. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Prescott steps up, has time, throws it to the left, and batted away is Reed. Pickens wants a flag, and it doesn't look like he's going to get it. Honestly, it looked like really clean defense there by, I believe that's DJ Reed, right? Yeah, DJ Reed, added from the Jets. Nice play. Yeah, I mean, that's clean as clean can be. That's perfect defense there by Reed. Here comes the field goal attempt from Aubrey. A 63-yard attempt from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it looks easy. That is mental. Mental. Jeez, Aubrey is too freaking good. Are you serious? The 63-yarder just looks so easy. Oh, wow. That actually would have been only good from about, with that angle. I mean, only. But, I mean, he only had a couple more yards, but it just so high. And yet, it just looked way too easy. It may have been good from like 66. at most. So it's not like it would have been good from 70, but man, he just makes these kicks look way too simple. 63-yard field goal is good, and it's now a one-possession game here now, 27-19. We've been winning without win because of young talent. Yeah, I mean, De'Aaron Fox is back healthy as well. I know Cornette's not been doing a whole lot. Steven Castle, but he's been hurt too a bunch, right? I'm trying to think who else is over there on the Spurs right now. I know. Harrison Barnes isn't back over there. Devin Vassell or whatever. Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Scochan, Dylan Harper. Interesting. Kelly Olynyk coming off the bench. Kelly Olynyk might be starting now. Luke is day to day. Yeah, it's not a very exciting team without. Well, I mean, De'Aaron Fox is good, but I mean, no Steven Castle, no Victor Wembanyama. The rest of the team is pretty. I don't know who's playing well for them. Yeah, Vassell or whatever is averaging 15. Probably averaging more without Victor. There you go. Anyway, appreciate all 150 of you hanging out in the chat. All right, Aubrey, ready to kick it away. There's the kick, and it'll be caught at the 4-yard line. The left side, and zigging and zagging his Sailors just past the 30. And it'll bring up the 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Wow, that's actually only his third 60-yarder. Interesting enough. Very interesting. So there's only 15 in history, and he's got 3 of them now. Very interesting. I did see the Luke Cornette game-winning block. I did see that. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Single back formation here. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Montgomery. Montgomery, he's got room to run, and Montgomery will get tackled and push the pile forward for a gain of 9. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Lions would love one of their signature 8 to 10 minute drive ending in a touchdown to really turn the screws here on the Cowboys. They've been so good at that the last few years. See if they do it again. Single back formation, 3 receivers bunch to the left side. And in motion's Amon-Ra from left to right. Jared Goff calls out the middle linebacker, takes the snap, handoff straight ahead is Montgomery, and Montgomery will push the pile forward, get the first down to the 45-yard line of Detroit. 1st and 10 Lions. Barnes has been awesome. Good for him. He's older now. How old is Barnes? He's only 33. As old as I thought he was. Fair enough. First and 10, minute and a half to go here in the third. Goff shifts here, 3 receivers bunch to the right. Single back formation is still Montgomery. Takes the snap, play action, steps up, avoids the rush. Now Jared Goff keeps it and throws it into the dirt looking for Amon-Ra. Not sure what the flag is, but it came in immediately off the snap, so maybe some sort of illegal motion. Did they not get set after they went into a shift? I'm not sure. Yep. Illegal formation. The tight end was covered. That means it would Be a 5-yard penalty. Sets up 1st and 15 now at their own 40. Go Cowboys. Don't let them scare you off. Just do a turnover of that ball. All right, let's do it. Minute and 17 to go here in the third. This game is far from over. Cowboys also came back big time against the Eagles. Takes a snap, play action, Goff looking, slides again away from the from the rush and finds a way to get it to Williams on a duck ball. Jameson Williams attacks the football and comes away with the catch. Big catch there by Jameson Williams. Clark bringing the pressure. Just couldn't quite get there. Good throw there by Jerry. Right? I formation here. And in motions the tight end left to right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Straight ahead is Montgomery. And that'll be good for another first down to the Cowboys 45-yard line this time. That's most likely going to take us to the end of the first quarter here. They're letting the clock wind down, 15 seconds. See if they get set up. But they definitely want the clock to be drained as much as humanly possible. Is there any possibility for us to get Pickens this offseason? Problem with Pickens is he's such a freaking head case. I love Pickens. I wanted him in that draft so badly. The guy is obviously showing this year why I wanted him, because he's just an absolutely immense talent. His hands are incredible. He's got great size and speed combo. He can pretty much do anything he wants to on the field. The problem is that he's an idiot, right? I hate it. I wish he was I wish he wasn't so short-sighted, right? Like he doesn't see past his nose, or whatever the phrase is. That's what's frustrating. Because otherwise, I mean, he could be one of the best receivers of all time. I mean, that's the kind of talent, raw abilities he has, in my opinion, right? I think he could, as far as just physical abilities. But unfortunately, his ego and his character is going to hold him back a bit. Oh, yeah, the Cowboys have creeped up. Now, 165 votes. We have 50-50 on the poll. 50-50. Another touchdown for Tesla would be massive. Please. All right. 2 receivers each way. And in motion is Tesla from right to left. Takes the snap. Fakes the pitch. Now comes back to the right side looking for Williams on a screen. But the play gets shut down immediately. Looks like another, false start offense was the left tackle, I believe. No, the left guard, Miles Frazier, number 71, gets called for it. Okay. 1st and 15. Jared Goff goes under center. 2 receivers each way, single back. Takes a snap, play action. Goff looking, stepping up, throws underneath, caught by Montgomery. Montgomery straight ahead, and Montgomery will get a nice gain on 1st down. Sets up now a 2nd and 2, but there's another flag on the play. And it was immediately another illegal formation or what? No, they're saying it's against illegal hands of face? Oh, offense. Sorry, offsides rather. Number 97 was lined up in the neutral zone. That is Oza Odigizua coming away with the penalty. So now 2nd and 2 as the penalty is declined since they had a nice 1st down play. 2nd and 2 now coming up for the Lions. 2 receivers each way. Skipper goes in motion right to left as an extra tight end. Amon-Ra in motion now left to right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Montgomery. Montgomery gets the 1st down and more. And knocked down at the 29-yard line. And a beautiful drive of Bruin here for the a lot of clock being eaten up here. Looks like they're already in field goal range. Of course, they did have a field goal blocked. They can punch this in for a touchdown. This would be huge. All right. Here we go. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking Goff, going deep down the left side, and oh my gosh, he was actually looking for Tesla, but it's unfortunately just a bit out of bounds. Toe dragging and everything, but he made the catch. It was holding against the offense anyway on the rookie Ratledge. That's his 3rd penalty of the day. See what Dan Campbell calls on this 1st and long now. Yep, Ratledge gets his hand up around the neck area. Easy holding call there. All right. Goff in the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Now they're going to shift into the single back with Jahmyr Gibbs. 1st and 20 at the 39-yard line of the Cowboys. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle is Gibbs. Gibbs slips, and he's going to lose a couple on the play. 2nd down and long now for the Lions. $13 and a half to go here in the 4th. 2nd and 22. This is big for the Cowboys to keep them out of field goal range potentially. 2 receivers each way. Goff changing the protection. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Pumping, quick throw to the right side. Caught by Amon-Ra, turns upfield, and he's diving at the 30. Going to get some yards. So no, they're only going to give him the 32-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 13 now after the gain of 9. 3rd and 13. Goff scanning the field. Williams goes in motion right to left. 3 receivers to the left side now. Takes a snap. He's going to get it out there to Williams. Williams going to follow his blocks. Williams, takes a big shot there by Overshone. And looks like it's going to be 4th down, and they will settle for another field goal here to bring it back to an 11-point game. 12:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time left for the Cowboys. Bates had one blocked the last drive. This will be from 46-yard field goal attempt. Very makeable for Bates from the left hash. Takes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Right down the middle. So it's now back to a 2-score game, 30-19, with 11:50 to go. Appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. 150 of you hanging out this evening. Appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Game cowpokes are finished. We'll see. Plenty of time left, man. I mean, if they score a touchdown and hold the Lions to another field goal, they can score a touchdown to win the game. Or, to tie the game. These kickers can make it from 50, no problem. Our last kicker couldn't even make it from 35. Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, that is true. Never even seen this before. Pyramid thing? Ford Field. Used to have kickers that had legs, gave them away after missing kicks. Yeah. Sucks, isn't it? Here we go. Bates to kick it away. Turpin back to receive. There's the kick. Turpin make the catch here at the 3. Return down the left side, numbers spinning, and gets tackled right at the 30 by Nowaski. All right, can the Cowboys keep themselves in this game? What happens? Under center goes Dak. Single back formation, man in motion, the tight end left to right. Takes a snap, play action, looking, stepping up, pumping, and Dak Prescott's going to keep it. Running to the left side, and Prescott will go out of bounds after a gain of 12. 11.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to move, doesn't stop when you go out of bounds until after 5 minutes now. Dak scans the field. 2 receivers each way. Williams on his left. Takes a snap. Handoff to Williams. Straight ahead. Williams makes the first man miss. Still going. And tackled after getting a first down. Gain of 11. That's going to move them across midfield to the 47-yard line of the Lions. Great job there blocking up front. Williams finding the gap. Ferguson doing a great job forcing Aiden Hutchinson to go above, like around him, rather than underneath. Great receivers to the right. Dak scanning the field, calling out the linebacker. Empty backfield, takes the snap. 4-man rush, quick throw over to the right side. Caught by Flournoy, and Flournoy will get a gain of about 5 to the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 5 coming up here for the Cowboys. To cross the 10-minute mark. Dak Prescott in the shot. No, under center. Offset I formation to the right. Tight end in motion right to left. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Dak steps up. Going to the right side. Has a man wide open. It's Flournoy. And the Cowboys strike right back. And we are within a 5-point game. What will Schottenheimer decide here? I think you got to go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game, because even if you fail and they get the field goal, you'll have an opportunity to get a 2-point conversion again. But, I mean, when you have Brandon Aubrey, I understand also wanting to give him the football because he is essentially automatic. But I think the right move now at this point in the game is to go for 2. Yep, they will go for 2 here. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Dak in the shotgun. Scanning the field. Dak takes the snap, looking to throw. Has time, good protection all day. Now throwing into the end zone and has his man Jake Ferguson. And we have a 3-point game here in Detroit. This game is far from over with 9:52 to go in the 4th quarter. Looked like a blown coverage, and Flournoy gets us within a score to have a 1-score game. Got a game now? You're absolutely right, we do. Didn't even take them 2 minutes. It's quick, man. They have a strong offense down there in Dallas. Strong offense. Tim, what are the chances the Cowboys make the playoffs if they lose tonight? I saw it earlier. Apparently, it's about 9%. It drops down dramatically if they lose. Right, because they're really only fighting for the NFC East to make the playoffs. It's very unlikely they get to the wild card, because right now they have 6 wins. I mean, it's not impossible, but like if they lose, what really makes it hard on them is they just lost to Detroit, and Detroit would then move to 8 wins, and they would be stuck at 6. And then you already have 2 9-win teams in the NFC West with San Francisco and the Seahawks, right? And the Rams are winning that division currently. So with all of that said, it makes it very hard to make the wild card when you lose to the Lions tonight. Now, it goes up a lot because now they're 1 game, game and a half behind the Packers, because they had the tie as well. So they're only a game back from the Packers. The Packers will obviously play this week to see if they can't continue to maintain a 2-game lead over them, but they would be 1 game within them. And so now the wild card would become active if they beat the Lions tonight. But the main way they're going to make the playoffs is if the Eagles fold. And we got a bunch of Cowboys fans in the chat. Okay, though. Cowboys need to stop them now. We'll see. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Here comes Aubrey to kick it away. Going to be caught at the 3-yard line. Running straight ahead. And zigging and zagging. He's got a good return here. Past the 35 and diving past the 40 is Kennedy. Maybe even down to the 41-yard line. So good field position coming up for the Lions. Pan them all. Commanders have a less than 1% chance of making the playoffs. All right, here we go. All right, takes a snap, and the single back is Jahmyr Gibbs straight ahead. Gibbs will get a gain of about 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Cowboys defense stepping up big right now. How good is the Lions defense? They're okay. They're solid. They have a better run defense than pass defense, I believe. They obviously have a guy like Aiden Hutchinson and I like Jack Campbell in the middle of that defense. Brian Branch at safety. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Single back is Gibbs. Snap, handoff up the middle is Gibbs. Gibbs straight ahead, and not a whole lot there. Is going to get a gain of 2 again. That's up now 3rd and 6. There are 9 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. All right. 3 receivers bunch to the right now. Goff scans the field. Looking, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Goff has time, throws over the left side, has his man, Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams will get brought down by Bell. There's a flag, though. Where's the flag going to be? Oh, I think it's Goff. They said Goff gets hit late. So it looks like it's going to be a unnecessary or roughing the passer here. So add 15 to the end of that play. And that's going to hurt the Cowboys big time. They got to keep them out of the end zone to keep this game interesting. Yep. Oh, yeah. Basically punched right in the face. Easy call there for the ref. 8:13 to go in the 4th quarter. Still so much time left in this game. What a throw by Goff as he was getting pressured there. Insane. Beautiful throw. Right in the basket. Gotta respect that kind of a throw from Jared Goff. But all right. So add 15 to the end of it. And big first down into the red zone. Go the Lions. They're going to be down at the Cowboys 11. Jared Goff under center. Goes into the I formation now. Goff scans the field. Takes the snap. Pitch play to Gibbs. Gibbs hesitates. Little shaking and bacon. Not a whole lot of room, but he'll get down to the 10. So actually it was at the 13-yard line. So gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Lions. I said we might get Diggs back to Dallas. Oh. Old Trayvon. 2nd and 7 with 7.5 to go in the 4th. Goff. Single back formation. Tesla goes in motion right to left. Takes the snap. Hand off to Gibbs. Gibbs straight ahead. Has room. Barreling into the end zone. And the Lions score the touchdown on the ground. 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. And it's back to a 9-point game pending an extra point. And the Cowboys looking less and less likely now. Still not impossible. They got to score quickly, which they just did on the previous drive. Let's see what they can do. All right, here comes the extra point from Bates. Wait a minute. Was confirmed. There it is. So it is confirmed. Extra point coming from the left hash here for Jake Bates. Jake Bates. Have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is now a 10-point game, 37-27. And the Cowboys offense keep pace. All we got to do is just want it straight down. Let it go. Colorful language in the chat. Dallas needs the player from Ohio State. Which player from Ohio? The edge? They have a beast edge rusher, right? Because you also have that receiver. I doubt you're talking about them. I'm assuming you're talking about that edge rusher. Then will you be calling the SEC championship? If I was going to call any game, I'd be calling the Ohio State Indiana because I'd be curious about that. I just don't have to. I already dedicate a lot of time to this channel with the live streams that I do, working full time and father of two, all that good stuff. So don't have a whole lot more time than I already give to this channel, to be honest with you. The edge rusher, yeah, I forget his name. What is his name? Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese. Yeah, I doubt the Cowboys get Arvell Reese. Yeah, you're gonna have a top, at minimum, a top 5 pick. More likely a top 3. Depends on how many quarterbacks go early, I guess. All right. And the Cowboys keep this game interesting here. With 7:17 to go in the fourth quarter, 37-27. Most touchdowns between 24. One touchdown away from tying Barry Sanders' record of touchdowns before 24, which is such a random record. Here we are. There's the kick from Bates. Turpin's going to catch it at about the 7. Running up the left side numbers, cuts it towards the middle of the field, and will zip past the 30 and falls forward around the 33-yard line, and that's where the Cowboys will start their next drive, down 10. People say Dallas Cowboys offense is good this year. You think? I don't think that's an opinion. I think that's just a matter of fact. I mean, Dallas's offense is pretty loaded. To arguably the best wide receiver duo in the league. Really strong tight end. Javonte Williams is playing very, very well. Offensive line's not playing bad. And then Dak, a very solid quarterback. We got Sion Baki injured on the play. Quick commercial break here. $37 to $20. Okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the new subscribers. Got Michael Bolton, a little savage. A couple new subs. Appreciate it. Remember we used to play COD together, Tim? Oh yeah, good old Call of Duty streams. Those were fun. I haven't played Call of Duty and I don't remember how long. It's been a long time since I played Call of Duty. I do miss it sometimes, but I also just do not have the time to dedicate to get decent at the game again. My biggest problem with it is that I could not figure out the frickin' sound settings. I could never know where footsteps were. And I don't know why that was such an issue, because, I mean, I remember being a kid and having those turtle beaches on Xbox, and I could hear where everybody was coming from. Everybody. It was, you could literally follow them behind a wall because the sound quality was so good. Now it's like, we're in 2025. Supposedly, technology's gotten better, and I'd tried all the settings and nothing would work. But here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 33. Three receivers bunch to the left, takes the snap, looking to throw. Dak's zip, trying to find someone, and cannot do it, and down goes Dak. Al-Qadin Muhammad with another sack on the day, and it's 2nd and long here for the Cowboys. Yep, double covered is George Pickens over there. Really good coverage there. Checkdown's not even available. 2nd and 19 after the sack. Three receivers to the right now. Takes the snap, play action, looking, stepping up, going over the middle, and has a man is Flournoy, and Flournoy gets up and gets past the first down marker. He may have had a first down either way, but nonetheless, on 2nd and 19, they get about a 20-yard play. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Cowboys. Hurries up to the line, two receivers each way, takes the snap. Dak, quick throw to the left side, has his man, George Pickens, and George Pickens will fall forward on the slant pass for a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 now for the Cowboys. 6:06 to go and counting in the 4th. Hurries in the line again. Dak Prescott scanning the field. Two receivers each way. Takes the snap. Hand off to Williams. Williams straight ahead. Will get the first down and a few extra to the Lions' 43-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Cowboys. 5:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. All right, hurries up to the line again. Three receivers bunch to the right. 5.5 to play. Dak takes the snap, fakes the pitch to Williams, looking. Pressure coming, has to escape. Stays on his feet, and he will get tackled after a gain of 1. Hayden Hutchinson couldn't bring him down. 2nd and 9 now. Yep. Thomas getting a little bit too aggressive there on that one with Hutchinson. Hutchinson able to get around and bring the pressure. Three receivers to the right, takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, goes it over to the right side. It's going to be caught. That is Schoonmaker, Schoonmaker makes this catch. That's his first catch of the day. So 1st and 10 with 5:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. Two receivers each way. Takes a snap. Hand off to Williams straight ahead. Williams will push the pile, only get a gain of a couple. 2nd and 8 now with 4.5 to go. Maybe you're right, William. All right. Takes the quick snap. Dak looking. Quick throw to the right side and incomplete. Looking for Schoonmaker. Trying to get a one-handed grab in there. Didn't work. Anzalone with pretty good coverage. 4:18 to go in the 4th quarter. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. So if the Cowboys, they could settle for a field goal here to make it back to a 7-point game and then rely on the defense to get the punt. Flournoy, the leading receiver in today's game, 7 catches, 95 yards, and a touchdown. Two receivers each way. Dak in the shotgun puts Flournoy in motion right to left. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking. Quick throw to the left side, has his man, is Flournoy, and Flournoy will get over 100 yards on the day as we're about to cross the 4-minute mark. Dak Prescott barking orders here. Another first down, keeps this drive moving. Two receivers each way again. Dak takes the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw to the right side, has his man, and caught is Pickens out of bounds after a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 now as the Cowboys go into the red zone now at the Detroit 11-yard line. 3:54 to go. Monte Turpin and Javonte Williams come back onto the field, as well as Flournoy. Dak Prescott barking orders. Making sure his team is lined up correctly. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Man in motion is Turpin, right to left. Takes a snap, blitz coming. Looking, floating it to the end zone, and incomplete. Looking for Javonte Williams. Williams was covered up pretty well there. 3rd and 3. Third and 3. What is Dallas going to do here? Now they're already into the red zone. Would they settle for a field goal here? Doubtful at this point. Pretty doubtful. Okay. 3 receivers march to the left. And it looks like the Lions will use their first of 3 timeouts. Dan Campbell pretty frustrated with how they lined up, I suppose. 3:50 to go in the 4th quarter. The Schottenheimer going to dial up here because this is a big one. Need a touchdown here. You're already this deep. You'd much rather have a last-second chance with Aubrey sending it to overtime than you would trying to have to go all the way after you used your timeouts to get it in the end zone. All right. Man in motions, Ferguson, left to right now. 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Looking, going to the right side, and it looks like a flag. Defensive holding, maybe pass interference, but it is incomplete. Brian Branch nearly had an opportunity to intercept it, but that was not to be the case. Ooh, Branch hurt a little bit on the play as well. Hopefully he's all right. Dan Campbell just sticking a fresh stick of gum in his mouth. Take a look here. Is it going to be defensive holding or pass interference? Yeah, they're going to say holding right there. Man, that's a tough call. Are they going to pick this? No, there it is. That's easy. Okay, from that angle, you can clearly see his hand is around his waist. Now, is the ball in the air or not? It is pass interference. What? Pass interference on the offense. Interesting. Okay. Pass interference on Ferguson. What is it? Hold on. Wow. That's an interesting call. So they call offensive pass interference. Penalties declined. It's 4th and 3, and now Schottenheimer will have an opportunity to decide or have the decision to make. Does he settle for a field goal here or go for it on 4th and 3? And Aubrey is on the field currently. Right. So it looks like they will settle for a short field goal here on 4th and 3 instead of go for it. I mean, yeah, because I guess, I don't know, it's interesting. You got to get a quick 3 and out against this Lions defense no matter how you slice it. Brian Branch still trying to get helped off the field, so Aubrey will come in for a chip shotter to continue his incredible day. All right, 29-yard field goal from the right hash. Okay, Aubrey lines it up. We have The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Now it is 37-30. Lions are going to try to ice this game out. Yeah, this ends. I mean, is it too much to ask for a blown coverage Isaac Tesla 70-yard touchdown? Is that too much to ask? 60-yard touchdown, blown coverage? I need Jared Goff to somehow get 28 yards past. Probably not going to happen. Wonder if that safety that wasn't called at the beginning of the game is going to come back and haunt them. Maybe. Maybe. 200 and almost 50 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, that's too much to ask. It is a lot. It is a lot. I agree. I agree. But nonetheless, I'm still asking for it. You know, if you don't ask, you won't receive. All right, so the Cowboys are going to need to get a stop here, use their timeouts, and they will need a touchdown. Field goal won't help them any longer. Sometimes I'm busy when you call a game, but does it help you if I just come in for a minute and hit the like? Yeah. Any like button is better than no. All right, here comes the kick, and it's a return to the right side. Kennedy stays on his feet, and he's got a great return here. All right, 1st and 10, 3:34 to go. Cowboys defense get a stop here. Off, scanning the field. Here we go. Single back formation. Tesla's not even on the field, so that doesn't help me. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Gibbs. Not a lot, maybe a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now coming up for the Lions as they cross midfield at the 49-yard line. Oh, wow, interesting. The Cowboys will save their timeout here. Very interesting. They're not going to use the timeout on the first one. They would like to have more on that final drive. Either that safety that wasn't called or that blocked field goal that may ruin the preferred outcome. We'll see. All right, single back formation, 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap, play action. Goff throws to the right side, has his man Amon-Ra St. Brown. St. Brown will get out of bounds at inside the 20. And that is about all she wrote in field goal range now. Amon-Ra gets loose. And that's actually going to put him over the 300 mark. Hey, that helped me. That should be more than 28 yards. for a gain of 37. Beautiful. Way to play call for Detroit. Yeah. Now you still have all 3 timeouts, but I mean, they're in field goal range now. 1st and 10. Monroe was feared to have an injury and then finds a way to stay in the game and come up big for his team. All right, 2:25 to go in the 4th. Does he get tackled in bounds? Yeah, I think his left knee is in bounds. I think his knee hits in bounds. Okay. No, I mean, throwing the challenge flag was the right move there by Schottenheimer. May as well see if they change it for you, because you're going to call timeout anyway you slice it. But now, I mean, it's a chip shot field goal, so it's bound to be a 10-point game at the very minimum, unless they get a turnover. $2:25 to go in the 4th. Wait, why would the clock start to wind? Here we go. Single back formation. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right side is Gibbs. Gibbs has room, and Gibbs will walk into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Bang! And it's now a 13-point game, pending an extra point, and Gibbs walks in untouched. Well, that does give Dallas a little bit of hope. If they can score quickly, they will have an opportunity at the onside kick. Here we go. I think Dallas was just letting their defense rest more because the challenge play lasts longer. Maybe. All right, from the left hash is Bates. That was the best case scenario for the Cowboys. Kill as much time as, or like just score on that play instead of letting them kill more clock. I mean, you're already in deep crap, but that was probably the best thing that could, other than a turnover, of course. But you would rather that than them get all this field goal nonsense, right? Really good offensive blocking and everything out there. Beautifully done. The Gibbs only has 43 yards, but he's got 3 touchdowns. All right. What can the Cowboys do to finish this game? Wanted someone to win the division, so it can be us that wins back to back. Yep. There's the kick from Bates. Gonna be caught at about the 6-yard line. Turpin running to the right side, cuts up the middle, and he gets hit at about the 31, 32-ish yard line. 2:11 to go. All right, how quickly can Dak Prescott get the ball moving? Speed kills in the red zone, yep. Martha Firestone Ford. Her middle name is Firestone. The receivers to the right. Dak Prescott in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Dak steps up, going deep. Has a step, is George Pickens, but not a good throw by Dak Prescott. Doesn't give him an opportunity because Pickens did find a way to get behind the defense there. That would have been insane if he scored right there. Insane. Then if he would have scored right there, they would have still had 2 minutes left. Oh my gosh. All right. 2 receivers each way. Dak scans the field, takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, stepping up, now throws it over to the right side, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for number 81. That is Jonathan Mingo, former Ole Miss receiver, drafted by Carolina. Traded, I believe, for a 4th-round pick over to the Cowboys. Or was it a 6th-rounder? Something like that. Cowboys quarterback, real name is Rain Dakota. What a hippie. Firestone. Yeah, that's crazy middle name. Or was that like her last name before? And then like her, yeah, like she married into this? No, I don't think so. I don't know. Weird. Good thing they suck. Can you believe the Bears are 9-3? Yeah, they have a lot of talent over there in Chicago. They got a really good coach now. Tim, where do you get the Redskins logo stuff you have? I've had it for years, man. Had it for years. I don't buy new stuff. Honestly, I haven't bought none of my stuff I bought. Like, this is all gifts and hand-me-downs from years and years and years and years, dude. I haven't bought Commanders Redskins stuff in a long time. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Goes over the middle and incomplete, looking for Ferguson. Now it's 4th and 10. So, game comes down to this. Can you believe the Bears are number 1 in the NFC? Yep. All right. I mean, I can't believe it because I can't believe the Rams lost to the Panthers. That was wild. But I think the Bears are a good team. 3 receivers bunch to the right. Dak takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, steps up, pressure coming, has to get rid of it, and does. And it's going to be caught by Flournoy, and the game continues. They ain't dead yet. Clock is moving. Hurrying up to the line is Dak. The Washington necklace. Oh yeah, this is my buddy. Made this. This is Commanders. This is probably my newest Commanders thing. Oh, the play is under further review. Interesting. That helps the Cowboys stop the clock. Wait, did he go down beforehand? Is that what they're saying? Oh. Wait, what? Why would you say that's well beyond? Oh, yeah. Okay, that is a first. That is a first for sure. Yeah, the ball was never behind the 41-yard line. So that is definitely a first down for the Cowboys. Ooh. Yeah, this is probably my newest thing right here. Don't lie to these next foods, Tim. They're dead and rotten. And then there's a 10-second runoff? There you go. You move the who you got, then you can see comments more timely. Yeah, it's unfortunate that this is just how like the thing works. I don't know why. It's annoying. I wish I could never like it's not there, but that's just how it's set up on this when I screen share it. Takes the snap, drops back, looking. Dak buys time, finds Turpin, and Turpin will go out of bounds after a nice gain. 1:32 to go. Oh my goodness. Are they going to have an opportunity here? Are they going to have an opportunity? Let's see. 3 receivers to the right. Dak changing the protection at the line here. We go. Gets reset. Takes a snap. Drops back. Stepping up. Dak throws it over the middle. And is that caught? And there's a flag that comes out in the secondary. Was that caught? And they're going to get a stoppage because of a flag. All right. They're going to have to get an onside kick. But, man, they are moving the ball quickly. Penalties declined. It was against the defense. Anzalone with the hold. Penalty declined, and they make the grab, and it's a first down. Oh, yeah, look at his holding him. Oh, man, he's in his shoulder pads and everything. But he makes the catch anyway. All right, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking. Pressure coming, and he gets sacked. Al-Qadin Muhammad with his 3rd sack of the day. And now the Cowboys will use their 2nd timeout here with 1:18 to go in the 4th quarter. They got to score right here, right now. All right. Timeout, minute and 18. Get reset, 2nd and 16 now. 2 receivers each way. Dak changing the protection at the line here. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, pumping, goes over the middle of the field, and it will be intercepted! DJ Reed tips it to himself, and that is the ball game. What an interception! He was juggling out there, and DJ Reed comes away with the pick to put ice on this game. It was in the hands of Flournoy. Number 2 comes and waylays him. Reed juggling it, tipping it to himself. Does he make the catch? Oh, no catch. That's not a catch. That tip of the ball hits the ground and it's loose. That is not a that should not be an interception. They confirmed that? How did they confirm that? The ball hit the ground and it moved. Hold up. I mean, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, it matters just because, like, how do you not see that? How do you not see that this ball hit the ground and it comes loose? Like, how do you replay this and not see this? .106. I'm replaying it now. They knelt it. The game's over. Justice for that missed safety. I mean, how do you not call this? I mean, this is not okay. Like, come on, man. Like, why have replay here? Just get rid of replay. Can we just get rid of replay, please? Hold up. Stephen A is going to have a field day. All right. How what do you mean it didn't come loose? It didn't come loose enough. Uh, I mean, whatever, man. It definitely came loose and it hit the ground, but nonetheless, Cowboys lose 44-30. Lions take control of 8-5 record. I believe that doesn't quite put them in the actually they don't have the wild card spot yet, but that certainly helps big time here. Why do they not have this? Like NFL playoff standings. Why ESPN's is not working. Playoff picture. All right, NFC. So now the Lions just won. So they're going to be 8-5. That's interesting. 49ers are 9-4, but the Packers are 8-3-1. So 8-3-1 is how many games? That's 12 games. That's 13. Okay. So I guess the 49ers are on bye week this week. So technically the Packers have a better record. Okay. So 8-5. So they are still going to be a game and a half behind the Packers. So they're still in trouble. Like they need to win out. Like this is a very competitive wild card race. The Cowboys are going to fall 6-1, and that's going to make it much easier for the Eagles now. Panthers need a win to move to 8-6. No, they're on bye week 2 this week. Interesting. The Cowboys' playoffs hopes over. They're seriously injured right now. The best they can get is 10-6-1. So if the Eagles win 3 more games, they're done. If the Eagles win 3 more games, they're done. So the Eagles would have to finish 2 and how many games do they have left? 5. They would have to finish 2-3. If they go 3-2, Cowboys are out. Like mathematically, period. Doesn't matter what the Cowboys do. Now, if the Cowboys lose another game, that's obviously going to be dramatic for their playoff chance. But hey, nonetheless, there's the playoff chances. Here we are. But appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. And until next time, see ya!